He's played for 7 presidents. He has over 75 albums, 15 Grammys, and he's out with another album. He's one of my favorite musicians on the planet, as well as personality. You're going to love him. It's Yo-Yo Ma with his friends. Welcome.
Hi, Conn.
Hi, Conn.
Hi, Conn.
Oh, that's so many highs. I've never had that many.
Listen, can we just say we think you're an amazing person?
Yes.
Man, I have to tell you, the talent in that room, musician and just personality-wise, and the hearts you guys have, is like 20 of me to equal 4 of you guys.
No.
You are.
From what we know about you, you have transcended your own realities, and you are contributing to life in a way that few people can.
All right, Yo-Yo, you are known for it, your kind heart. Where did you get it?
Let's see, there was a flea market, and there was a big sale with a 20% discount, and it wasn't working very well. So I tried to work with that heart, and that heart then gave back much more than I could have ever hoped for.
Now, Yo-Yo, every time I interview you, you look younger. How is that?
It's this face cream I use. It's personally developed. It's called soap. I use it diligently at least twice a day. And you know, some people call it Asian skin, you know, which means that at exactly 59 and a half, it suddenly becomes completely, you know, like parchment-like and dry and just completely gnarled. So I just have a couple more months to go.
Well, I'll take some of that cream. I need a lot of it. But Christina, you're part of the ensemble as well. And what's it like to be part of the group?
Christina.
Yes. Yeah, for me, I mean, I have been part of the Silk Road Ensemble for the last 7 years. And the Silk Road Ensemble is this collective of artists and musicians from all around the world. And we try to share everything we have in our lives, in our cultures, and in our general and everyday things. So this album, A Playlist Without Borders, to me, it really represents not only every culture that is in this room and also in the rest of the rehearsals room that are here, but also it really represents what we can do if we share hands and if we hold hands and if we try to learn more about other cultures like Japan, China, France. And where are you from, Sandeep?
Now, Ko, you're playing the studliest, meanest, baddest instrument on the planet, aren't you?
Absolutely. Don't, you know, unquestionably the most. And actually, you know, it's not untrue. I mean, it was considered to be a masculine instrument, I suppose, in Japan when it was being played by monks who were traveling all around the country. But now, you know, we can all play it. Everyone plays this instrument now, the shakuhachi.
Well, Ko, I can't wait for people to hear your style on the album. But Sandeep, what's it like playing your instrument?
I think it's about finding your lost cousins. To me, it's always been a joyous moment when I play with someone who's from a different country, doesn't speak my language, or I don't speak his or her language. Yet, when we pull out our instruments and start playing, we suddenly realize within the first few minutes that, wow, I have known this individual all my life without realizing that he or she just lives in some other part of the world. So for me, it's a joyous moment, that moment of realization that nothing that I thought was only mine is actually only mine. It's a shared heritage. And then the joy of sharing it to the next generation. I think it's a great feeling.
Well, this ensemble of music is absolutely beautiful, Yo-Yo, that you put together, but it's all behind your nonprofit you started 15 years ago called the Silk Road Project. Tell us about it.
Well, I think it's a group of people that I thought, since I'm a musician, that reflects something that might be needed in this world at a particular time. And I think with the onset of the internet, many people are more immediately connected, but then there are other parts of the world, but also people that are less connected. So certain industries are really connected. And I think one of the things that's hardest to actually communicate or to feel or to be empathetic to is cultural differences. And I think there's a lot of fear of not knowing. And since a lot of our culture is based on both on precedents, what's happened before, and also on invention. So the thought is, how do we actually take in precedents, history, and move ourselves forward to a world that we know is going to exist? Like, for example, in 20 years, 30 years, whether it's immigration or whether it's certain changes in nature that will occur. How do we do that culturally? Because if we can't think that way, everything that we do in government and politics is going to be catch up. You know, we'll have to wait for something bad to happen and then we try and fix it, rather than anticipate what actually needs to happen. So the idea of this project is to actually take all the knowledge that we know everywhere, collect it, respect it, and then try and use that knowledge as almost as a slingshot to kind of launch us forward imaginatively into a future far away, and then backtrack and say, okay, so now we're in the year 2013. What can we do over the next year, the next 5 years, the next 10 years, and try and constantly predict where we need to move.
Well, Mr. Ma, I can tell you touch the world's heart. You're making it a better place through music and your great personality, but we only have 30 seconds to go, and so we're going to go around and ask this question. Ko, what impresses you most about Mr. Ma?
He has
Good skin?
he has great skin. His cream is excellent. You know, I'm half Asian, so I can appreciate that.
And now you, Sandeep?
His ability to take a step back and let everybody else don the role of being a leader, and then coming back and telling us this is something that you need to work on, or this is something that was great.
And finally,
I
last
love
words,
that.
Christina?
I think two things: that he is still really curious about everything you are about doing, and especially his generosity in sharing everything he's doing with all of us.
You guys are a hoot to talk to, and the music is equally as impressive. Thank you so much for collaborating and
Hey,
joining us today. All the best.
Yes, to Conn. Thanks.
HBS!